Our wedding night was 1 hour long. Then he had to leave. We sat beside each other, barely speaking. The generator buzzed behind the curtain like an anxious heart. The walls had gone quiet. But the quiet was never peaceful, just suspicious. He held my hand until the power cut out. The lights snapped into black. I felt his thumb twitch, just once, before he let go. That's when he said he had to go. Back to the checkpoint, back to his shift, back to the road with no name, where men disappeared and no one asked questions. I didn't cry. I didn't beg. You don't ask a man to stay in war, even if he's your husband, even if it's the first night you're allowed to call him that. He stood, pulled on his jacket, the same one borrowed from a neighbor who never made it home, and reached for the door. Then he turned around like he'd forgotten something. Or maybe he just wanted to remember the room. No kisses, no promises, just this. He touched the wall beside the window, left his hand there for 2 seconds, then disappeared down the stairs. I laid on my mother's mattress. She was in the kitchen, boiling tea in the dark. I stayed still, listening. The only sound was the old radio. A woman's voice, monotone, listing the names of people who hadn't been found yet. I stopped listening after the third name, because I recognized it. I don't remember falling asleep, only waking up. Dawn was red, not because of the sun, but because the sky was full of dust again. The bombs had started before 6. Close, too close. I waited. For hours, I waited, staring at the string on my finger, already fraying. My cousin tied it too tight and I didn't fix it. I liked how it hurt. Then, just before noon, a knock. Not frantic, not urgent, just a knock. I opened the door, and there he was, covered in soot, eyes red, clothes still on fire with the smell of metal and smoke. He smiled. "I made it," he said, as if that was normal, as if surviving a night was something people did now. He stayed for 5 minutes, drank a glass of warm water, didn't take off his shoes, didn't sit. Then he said, "They need me back," and he left again. That night, the second night, we didn't speak. There was no wedding music, no song to dance to, only the static on the radio, and the empty mattress that remembered what it had almost become. That first night, it was the last one we ever had. Subscribe for more updates. Like, comment, share.